Welcome to the Title I-A Federal Programs Monitoring Overview. My name is Stacy Rico, and I am the Title I-A Coordinator. As a brief introduction, I've been in this role since May of this year. I'm originally from Salt Lake City. I have a special education background. Throughout my teaching career, I've taught in 4 different states, and I am currently licensed in both Idaho and Utah. My favorite educational quote is by George Evans. Every student can learn, just not on the same day or in the same way. In this presentation, I'm going to review the federal programs monitoring timeline, explain the new tiered monitoring process, examine the 2021-2022 federal programs monitoring tool, and explain how to prepare evidence and upload documentation for the monitoring indicators. During the spring or summer prior to the new school year, LEAs scheduled to be monitored in the next school year are notified. During late summer or early fall, LEAs are notified of dates and the type of monitoring. In September or October, training is provided for LEAs being monitored. Monitoring training is also provided for all reviewers. That would include the SDE program coordinators and contract reviewers. The LEA federal programs reviews generally occur from the beginning of November until the end of March. Each LEA to be monitored uploads documentation in the monitoring upload tool, also known as the MUT, no later than 1 month prior to the review. Reviewers and program coordinators provide technical assistance as needed before, during, and after the visit. A final report is given at the exit conference at the end of the monitoring visit. The report, which also includes recommendations, findings, and actions needed, is then emailed to the administrator and federal programs director. The LEA responds within 30 days with an action plan, which includes findings and actions needed, along with timeline and/or evidence for satisfying each finding. After each finding has been satisfied, the SDE emails the LEA a status report and notification closing the monitoring visit. There are 4 types of monitoring visits: on-site visit, hybrid visit, desk review, monitoring revisit. An on-site visit includes uploading of documents by the LEA and review of documents and evidence by the SD coordinators and/or contract reviewers prior to the visit. It also includes district interviews, school interviews, classroom visits, and an entrance and exit conference. The hybrid visit is very similar in format to an on-site visit. The main difference is that most or all of this visit may be conducted virtually. In a desk review, the LEA still uploads documents into the monitoring tool. The SD coordinators and/or contract reviewers review the documents and additional evidence prior to the date of the monitoring. The reviewers communicate as needed with the LEA regarding particular indicators. A final report is compiled by the reviewers and shared with LEA administrative staff during an exit conference. A monitoring revisit is for LEAs which need additional assistance with particular federal programs. This is generally done as a follow-up to a monitoring visit. All reviews now require LEAs to upload documentation in the monitoring upload tool no later than 1 month prior to the monitoring date. If you are not able to meet this timeline, please reach out to us. There are 11 sections to the monitoring tool listed here. Your LEA will upload documents for applicable indicators in the monitoring upload tool. This list identifies the 1A indicators for student identification and program needs assessment services and evaluation. SID1 is Title I-A Targeted Assistance Schools Rank Order List. The LEA will upload a copy of the targeted rank order list. Please remember, remove all personally identifiable data and/or information before submitting the documentation. SID 4, the home language survey applies to all districts and all charters. For more information, you may contact Maria Puga, Title 3A and English Learner Coordinator. SID 11, Migrant Parent Employment Survey. For more information regarding this, please contact Sarah Seamount, Title 1C Migrant Education Coordinator. Program 1, Title 1A School-Wide Program. Reviewers will be reviewing the SWIP as applicable. Remember that parental involvement is an important component of this program, and that we will be looking for evidence of parental involvement in the development of your plan. Program 2, School-Wide Program Evaluation. Reviewers will be looking for a written school-wide program evaluation as evidence. Program 3, Title 1A Targeted Assistance Schools. Reviewers will be looking for evidence that the Targeted Assistance Program includes the required components. You may see a list of activities in the second column there. And this is Program 3 continued. Program 4, Title 1A Foster Care Point of Contact. For more information, contact Jill Matthews, the Family and Community Engagement Coordinator and Foster Care Liaison. You can also find more resources available on the foster care webpage. Program 42 is the annual assessment for English language proficiency. For more information on Program 42, please contact Maria Puga, Title 3A and English Learner Coordinator. Program 43, Title 1A English Learner Annual Assessment. Reviewers will verify the LEA's written policy or procedure regarding this. Program 44, Paraprofessional Schedules and Supervision. Please see the note in the right-hand column. Each paraprofessional schedule, LEA budget and expenditures, and time and effort should align for all title programs. Please be sure to include the Migrant Family Liaison schedule as well. Additional indicators for school improvement requirements, qualifications for teachers and paraprofessionals, directory information, and LEA and/or school report card links are published on the LEA school websites. School Improvement 1. Please see the requirements listed in the second column. Qualifications 1, teacher and paraprofessional. Please make sure that you provide the supporting documents and resources by school type designation of either school-wide or targeted assistance. Those are listed there in the second column on the right-hand side. Qualifications 2. Teacher and paraprofessional addresses equity in teacher assignments. The SDE will run a report by school of ineffective, inexperienced, and out-of-field educators. Title 1A Directory Information Policy. This is a board adopted a policy that has been put in place and implemented by your LEA. You may visit the Federal Programs Monitoring webpage for a sample directory information policy under Files, Technical Assistance Resources. Report card 1. The LEA in each school will post a direct link to the SDE's report card website for the LEA and for each school. Several fiscal indicators are part of Title 1A monitoring. For specific information regarding these, please see the fiscal accountability presentation. Equitable services indicators 1 through 8. Equitable services applies to Title 1A for all those districts which have private schools within and outside the district attendance area. The LEA needs to ensure consultation to private schools occurs each spring. Indicators 9 through 13 are listed here. Please note, equitable services to private schools does not apply to charter LEAs. See the equitable services presentation for more information. To upload documents for applicable indicators, you will need to use the monitoring upload tool, also known as the MUT. This is housed in the SDE FTP site. There is a link to this site on the SDE Federal Programs Monitoring webpage. To log in, you will use your LEA email for the account. You will use a default password for the first time. You log into the MUT. The default password and more information on using the MUT will be sent to LEAs being monitored by myself. Once you log in, you should see a folder named ESEA. You should also see your email address at the top of this page. This is also where you will change your password to one which is unique to you and will be easily remembered by you. When you click on the ESEA folder, you will be taken to the folders for each section. These align with the Federal Programs Monitoring tool. Please note, the size of the folder will remain 0 at this level of file folders. When you click on a section indicator, folders will appear for the particular section. For example, if you open section 1, Students Identification, you will then see the student identification folders SID 1 through SID 11. Next, click on one of the indicator folders. This is where you will upload documents for a specific indicator. Click on the upload icon, then either browse files or drag and drop files from your desktop into the folder. Note, you will see the section name and number of the indicator at the top of this web page. Please make sure you double check this information each time you upload a file to ensure the document is uploaded into the correct folder. After you upload the file, you will be able to see the name of the file and the size of the file. Make sure you are able to open the file. Also, please only upload Word, PDF, and Excel documents. Do not upload Google Docs. Notice that after you upload a file, the size of the file remains 0, but it does note the date when the folder was modified. Unfortunately, this is a glitch in the FTP system, and there's nothing we can do to change that. Reminder, all files are to be uploaded into the FTP site, also known as the Monitoring Upload Tool or the MUT, no later than 1 month before the date of the monitoring. At the end of the monitoring, a final report will be completed by the SDE and shared with the LEA Federal Programs Administrative Team during an exit conference. If there are any findings and actions needed on any of the indicators, the LEA has 30 days to submit an action plan. The LEA will submit the action plan with timeline and any additional documentation to the Title 1A coordinator. That's me. Please note, the LEA may also be asked by the reviewers to upload additional documentation during or after the monitoring. After all indicators have been satisfied, the Federal Programs Monitoring is closed. If you have any questions, Please feel free to reach out and ask for clarification or technical assistance at any time. Thank you for your exceptional work in educating the students of Idaho. The federal programs team is glad to support you in this endeavor. Together, we do make a difference in the lives of students throughout our great state.